Good afternoon, and thank you for coming. My name is Bradley Ryder. Today, I am here to honor a true personal hero of mine. While I have never actually met this man in person, he has been a part of my life for a very long time and has had a significant impact on who I am today as a person. The man I speak of is Derek Jeter. Derek's career with the New York Yankees essentially represents the timeline of my childhood. He played from 1996 to 2014. During this time, I went from the ages of 4 to 21. I spent my most formative and impressionable years watching one man dominate America's game with such grace and honesty that I couldn't help but admire even at a young age. Watching Derek's career mature during the same time that I was growing up was an absolute privilege. His loyalty, selflessness, and professionalism are qualities that I would never have been able to experience and incorporate in my own life without him as a baseball player. I can still remember the days lying in bed with my grandfather watching Derek Jeter and the Yankees in the late 1990s during the heyday. He would lie with me and we would watch the Yankees and we would talk. He would tell me about how being from Austria as an immigrant makes baseball so much more important to him. It's America's game. It's his gateway to being a true American. How when the Brooklyn Dodgers moved, his beloved Dodgers moved from Brooklyn to Los Angeles, and how shortly after he fell in love with my beloved New York Yankees. He would also point out all of the Yankees' best players, including my favorite, Derek Jeter. Hearing my grandfather talk about how much baseball meant to him allowed me to form my own special connection with the game. The one difference between my relationship with baseball and my grandfather's was Derek Jeter. One of those wonderful evenings in my grandpa's bed, he looked at me and he said, "Do you know how lucky you are to see this man play baseball? I haven't seen a player like this in such a long time." He was, of course, referring to Jeter. He continued, "Brad, understand, it isn't the statistics that impress me with Derek. It's the way that he plays the game that's truly impressive." Being 6 or 7 years old at the time, I didn't fully understand what he had meant by that. I mean, what could be more important than one's batting average or how many runs one batted in? As I grew older, though, I never forgot that moment with my grandpa and soon began to understand what he meant. I used that advice in everything I did in life. I wanted to be the kid on the coach's team that the coach loved to coach. I wanted to be kind in school and be kind to as many people as possible. I wanted to live my life and play sports in the way that Derek Jeter played baseball. Derek's career is statistically truly amazing as well. I mean, he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer and will go down as one of the greatest hitting shortstops of all time. I mean, over 3,000 hits, sixth all time on the all time list, number one for the New York Yankees, the greatest organization of all sports. With all of those accomplishments, though, it's truly amazing that what he will be remembered for is his attitude towards the game and his grace playing it. Derek exemplified and ultimately rewrote the book on what it meant to be a superstar in a major city in a major sport. He constantly did things the right way and never let his team down. As the 1990s turned to the 2000s, baseball began to change. The steroid era was in full force, and every major player was being accused of cheating, except, of course, my man Derek Jeter. Once again, my personal metric of ethics and professionalism was not letting me down. I mean, think about this. Think about how many other kids across the country had their role models degraded and ruined for them on a national stage. Kids who lived in cities like Chicago, Dallas, Los Angeles, St. Louis. I mean, their heroes were defrauded on TV, but not me. Derek remained. When I was in 6th grade, my friend in my math class turned to me and asked me to help him cheat. True story. I said to him, I can't do it. I can't do it. You know why? Because the first thing I thought of was, what would Derek do? And now in hindsight, that's probably shouldn't have been my first thought. What would Derek Jeter do? But it shows the effect of him and what he had on my life, watching him lead by example. Everyone grows up idolizing people as a kid, whether it's an actor, an athlete, a celebrity, a movie star, the president, or simply your parents. Those people had significant impacts on your lives and who you became as an adult. Derek Jeter was one of those people for me, and I am proud to say that he continues to be. Thank you very much for your time.